Legit and final poll for BBMZANSI Season 5 Week 8. Results are in. Whoa, I know. After today's Saturday night party, tomorrow is, of course, the housemates have gotten used to it. The show is already ending. Now, who is leaving tomorrow? Guys, I am going to revisit the poll and let you guys know out of 5 and the bottom 2. All right. But this time around, you guys know that Biggie actually wrote something on their homepage yesterday. Biggie said that the Dockers are in because they actually characterize, would I say they characterize or the defined each of this housemates. You know, the other time they grouped the housemates according to where they belong. The eagle this, the chameleon this, the serpent this. So this time around, Biggie said it's been a long week of detectives and mystery. We've investigated the housemates and the dockers are in. Guess what the dockers are? So I'm going to be revealing it to you according to who is topping on the poll. So if I tell you the housemate topping on the poll, I'm going to reveal what Biggie has said about that particular housemates. And for the remaining housemates who are not up for possible eviction, they are going to come later after the whole top 5 and top 2. Okay, so according to the poll, we know that Sweet Schoolover is topping the poll. Like, Sweet is on a winning streak this week, but guess what? Uyanda took it from him yesterday. Uyanda won the sorry, not the HOH, the Arena Games yesterday. Now, what has Biggie revealed about Sweet Guluva? Well, Sweet Guluva has been topping the poll since last week that he's been up for possible eviction, and this time around, the latest poll is about 35.18% of the poll. Now, let's look at what Biggie said about Sweet Guluva. He said Sweet Guluva, alias the precision master, charge 7 lethal charm and never stepping out of character. So Biggie said Sweet Guluva is 7 letter charm and never stepping out of character, known accomplices, a mesmerizing aura, and the power of presence. Last scene, silently controlling the room without saying too much. Like, it's loud. Sweet Guluva is a definition of there is loudness in silence. Like, seriously, how shame. Guys, this is my old age. I'm learning a lot from this young man, and he's just 23. Whoa, this guy, Piggy said, silently controlling the room without saying too much. Most wanted for being composed and still having the house on chokehold. Exactly. So these are what Biggie actually classifies Sweet Gulliver as. So meanwhile, he is number 1 on the poll. Now the second person on our poll is Uyanda. Oh my goodness, Uyanda. Congratulations to Uyanda yesterday. He won the Arena Games. Though, I don't want to go into all of that. And guess what? He's already serving Biggie's punishment. But the punishment is even making him happy. Like, he's chilling. You know, he's a kitchen duty. He's washing the dishes, clean everywhere. Man, the young man is making dough for himself. He's baking. He's doing a lot. Like, you guys, I can literally be in this kitchen the whole day and I'm going to make my food and eat. Uyanda, our teacher, is the second person on the poll. I guess his fans are actually doing amazing and his students are honestly rooting very well for him. Uyanda is the second on the poll with about 21 percentage of the vote, so you can see the margin between Uyanda and Sweet Guluva. Now, what has Biggie to say about Uyanda? Biggie said Uyanda, alias the Chaos King. I don't know how many punches people have gotten from like, seriously, Uyanda is quick-tempered, charge 7 punchlines and disrupting peace for sports. Like, seriously, known accomplices, drip on max, energy on 10, and chaos on demand. Like, he gives it to you, aura for aura. Uyanda, honestly, you really need to work on his temper though. Last scene, dropping birds and flipping the house upside down. Most wanted for turning every moment into a viral scene effortlessly. Like, seriously. All right, Uyanda is the second person on the poll, and the honey badgers, you guys are doing amazing. Now the third person we have on our poll is Mshini. Mshini is a small pepper. Yeah, Mshini has always wanted to win something for herself this week. You know, when Sweet Gulliver won the Robinson, she was like, you would have left this one for me. Even yesterday, you could see on her face that baby girl really wants to win something. Now she is the third person on the poll with about 11% of the votes. Now, what has Biggie got to say about Mshini? Biggie said Mshini alias the clock and clear specialist. Like, guys, clock and clear specialist charge. Zero tolerance for mess. Of course, you guys know Mshini. Zero tolerance. If you talk to her, say, wait now, don't talk to me that way. Don't call me tiny. You guys shouldn't call me tiny. I already know I'm tiny. So, honestly, I'm really going to miss these housemates once the show ends. 100% satisfied. Clap back, prophet. Of course, she will give it back to you. Any if you give her, no mercy. Not accomplices, a sharp tongue, thank you, first confidence, and zero time for an up. Last seen clearing someone in 4K and winning HOH right after. And most wanted for never letting a shot go unreturned. That's Mshini. You give it to her, Mshini will never let it slide. Like for Mshini is not everything does not require a reaction. Her own it requires though. So Mshini is the number third person on the poll. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Please give me a massive thumbs up and thank you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be dropping a link for my backup channel. You guys know these people are already on our neck. So please subscribe to my backup channel. Thank you. Now the fourth person on our poll is Jojo. Jojo, our pastor's daughter. Jojo said she's done with Sweet Guluva. You guys know crush is an era. If you've not had a crush before, especially high school, you know that's where all those crushes are much. Secondary school, crush has a phase. Once the phase is gone, the whole thing will like dawn on you. Like, is it really me? So that's what's happening to Jojo right now. But she says she is done with Sweet Guluva. Wow, praise the Lord. So what has Biggie got to say about Jojo? Jojo has 10% of the vote on that poll. Now Biggie said Jojo alias the honey trap hustler. Jojo, charge, moving like a sweetheart, thinking like a mastermind. I'm telling you, Jojo is the type that she can confuse you. You don't even know whether she's serious or not. Known accomplices, warm smiles, innocent giggles, and very strategic friendship. Exactly. All her friendships are strategies. Last scene, buttering up her next chess piece, playing most wanted for playing the game so softly, you don't realize she's clocking. Exactly. I said the underdog this season is Ujojo because I never believed Jojo would still be in the house now. So for me, these were not the people we thought, oh, they're going to be in the finals, oh, they're going to be in week 9. We never saw them coming, right? So I could say that, yeah, Biggie is really right by saying playing the game so softly, you don't realize she's clocking in. Okay. Now the fifth person is Unate. I told you guys that sorry, BK. I told you people that there was an overtaking that happened and it had remained that way, guys. BK is at number 5. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's just wait for Deloitte tomorrow. So what has Biggie got to say about BK? Though BK has about 8% of that poll, okay, 8% of the votes. Now let's look at what Biggie has to say about BK. Biggie said, BK alias the lover boy phantom. You guys know. The ladies man, oh my goodness, charge being too smooth for detection, keeping hearts entangled and entertained. Known accomplices, a disarming smile, lingering eye contact, and a shipper army. Seriously. Last scene, flirting effortlessly while never getting caught sleeping. Oh, that's Biggie. He just flirts with any and every, and it's not that deep. His woman is at home. Sending him a shout out. Oh my goodness, this housemate most wanted for making every lady feel like they are the one. Girl, get up. You see people like BK, they just give you that thing like, whoa, you are my number one, when eventually nothing is actually happening. So you guys, these are the top 5. Sweet Guluva, Uyanda, Mshini, Jojo, and BK. Now, for the bottom two, we have needs. Honestly, I keep saying that it's really, really very surprising to me how Nate would move down because in week one, week two, Nate was like, "Oh, Nate, oh, she's this," or like, who failed Nate? Well, let's see what happens tomorrow. Okay, now, Nate has, I think, is it 6%? I think they have 6 or 7% of that vote. Now, what has Biggie to say? God, you guys are going to make me say what I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. So, what Biggie has got to say about Nate is he said Nate, alias the architect of Umlilu. Seriously, she just the when you say instigator, Nate is not. She just puts in. You won't believe she's the one that is doing it on the ground. Now, charge, orchestrating moves with precision. No one even sees it coming. I'm telling you guys. Known accomplices, her secret alliances. Last seen, pulling strings in the shadows. Most wanted for making Biggie's house her personal chessboard. I am telling you, people. Nate, well, I believe she's going to do well outside. Yeah, she's very classic and brands are really going to look for her. She's going to do well outside. Okay, now for the bottom one, the person I know might not be surviving Biggie's house tomorrow unless or except what this guy has Smash has is a totally different from what we've been seeing. You know what, how it happened with Exra. Unless so, if not, I don't think Swiss will be surviving tomorrow. But I think he's really beginning to capture people's hearts though. Let's see what happens tomorrow. So take this thing with a pinch of salt. You guys know these are sources across the web, and is sometimes it gives us a guide, but that does not mean that it's Deloitte's computation. Disclaimer, I'm saying it though. That does not mean that you guys know the way it is, right? So let's see what happens tomorrow. Now, what has Biggie to say about Swiss? Biggie said Swiss alias the Swift Grandmaster. He's always very fast. He's always like, guys, I'm not going to forget his housemate in the hurry. Swiss is always, get it right now. It's not with his American accent. Church, keeping the house on its feet and of the arena exactly. Known accomplices, back-to-back HOH wins, a high-stakes social game, and an appetite for fire. Honestly, he always craves to bring out the fire, though sometimes he does it while stepping on people's toes. Last scene, owning the party, calling the shots, and leaving the ops fuming. Most wanted for dominating the game and the drama in different accents. Bandana guy. Oh my goodness. If they evict him tomorrow, I know people will be like, oh, bandana boy. Okay, guys, I'm done with it. The top five and the bottom two is Unate and Swiss. Now I'm going to tell you about the housemates who are really up for possible eviction and what Biggie has to say about them. I'm going to be starting with our HOH Nsuku. Guys, Nsuku has been dealing with the housemates. Like Swiss asked her, "Are you for real, girl? You acting like we're in the military. Are you okay?" Sweet Kuluva went to her, "Please, I don't like what you said." And BK was like, "No, you don't have to talk to us rudely. Like Nsuku, your reign ends tomorrow." Well, you guys, let's see what Biggie has to say about Nsuku. He said Nsuku, alias the Queen Pin, charge running the house like a high stakes empire. This her regime is military. Like everybody, everybody needs to be up on their feet. Like no sleeping. Guys, charge running the house like a high stakes empire. Known accomplices, boss energy, unmatched confidence, and a touch of unfettered chaos. Last thing, controlling the house pause and competition. Most wanted, having the game by its scrotum. I'm proving it daily. Seriously. Now let's go to the next person. Sipesi Care. What Biggie has to say about Sipesi Care? Biggie said, um, sorry guys, I'm coming. Sipesi Care, alias the soft power. Church, playing chess with social circles and keeping all crimes unlocked. Known accomplices, sharp intellect, eloquent advice, and effortless grace. Exactly. No, no, no. This baby is classy and she's very eloquent, very intelligent, always has an advice to give you with her English, with her Queen's English. Last scene, sipping tea, dropping wisdom, and dodging direct targets. Exactly. like CK will always want to move through the corners. She doesn't come out like it's me. She always wants to go through the corners, and you guys ain't gonna see her coming. Most wanted for making the entire house her talk show panel. Honestly, I've said it before. This girl should just consider a podcast. I think she's been a video vixen before. I saw her in one musical video. She should just consider having a podcast show. Like she's going to do well. Talk about any and every relationship, dating, love life, like general thing. Just like, okay, it's not what Uyanda is. Uyanda is just doing a general podcast, but let her like have a show. Honestly, guys, I have to tell you guys, I'm really so proud of some of the housemates, especially the last year's housemates, season 4. Look at Naye. He's actually hosting the housemates too. He calls it What Was with Naye. Then Yolanda's podcast. I think each and every of them have been visiting that podcast. So I think yeah, having a talk show, CK is very good at that, and she's going to do well because she's very eloquent and very intelligent. Yeah. So the last but not the least is Abobo. Abobo has gotten over missing my kids. I want to go home. I miss my wife. I miss my children. Just like Melina. Melina said, I'm not going to leave my kids for this long anymore. Nothing like motherhood and fatherhood. If you've not been there, you wouldn't know that you can't trade your child for anything, not even your partner. Mhm. Now, what does Biggie have to say about Abobo? Abobo, he said, Elias, the silent sharpshooter, charge, being unseen but undefeated, known accomplices, low key alliances. Exactly, he's always doing his low key, untraceable moves and deadly timing. Leave no traces unturned, leave no stones unturned, and leave no traces. Of course, that's my slogan. Guys, last scene, piling up with piling up the whales while still looking like an underdog. Exactly. Piling up wins while still looking like an underdog. Most wanted for gagging the house at the right time. So this is exactly how it is at the poll. And I just kind of like used one stone to, to get our two beds, and we've let you guys know how exactly Biggie sees that's a housemate. Okay, so share your thoughts in the comment. What do you think about what Biggie has said? Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.